Good morning, dear students of class 7. I hope you are all right and you have gone through the chapter that I have already teach you, isn't it? So, today we will move forward with the chapter that we are reading, that is the classification of animals. In that one, I already said on the basis of the presence and absence of backbone, they are divided into two groups. One is the invertebrate group, another one is the vertebrate group. I already said this one is already explained. The invertebrate group, among the invertebrate group we have crossed Porifera, Nidiria. I have said some basic difference between these three groups, that is Platyhelminthes, Nematohelminthes and Annelida. So far we have completed. I am proceeding very slowly so that you can read the chapter and can go line by line thoroughly through the chapter. Clear? So today we will move to the next three phyla or invertebrate group, that is Arthropoda, Mollusca and the Echinodermata. So let us start with the Arthropoda group. So Arthropoda group is known as the largest group. Here the largest number of animals are included in this group. Next, what we have to read? We have to read some of the characteristic features of this Arthropoda group and the example of the animals too. Now in Arthropoda group, it is the group in which mainly we find the insects. In this group, the animals are having paired appendages. They are having paired appendages. Appendages means legs. They are having paired appendages or legs for movement. Okay. Likewise, we have said in Annelida, their body is segmented. Here also, the animal's body is segmented into three main divisions. What are they? They are mainly the head, thorax and abdomen. The body is divided mainly into head, thorax and abdomen. And the body sometimes covers with a skeleton, calcareous skeleton, which is known as exoskeleton. The body covered by a covering that is known as the calcareous covering, that is called the exoskeleton. So here I framed out three important characteristics for you. You don't have to read so much. Just go with the main one only. One is their body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Segmentation is three only: head, thorax, abdomen. They are having paired appendages, maybe three paired or maybe numerous. Okay, and their body is covered with an exoskeleton. And here mainly I said the insects are in the examples coming. Insects are mainly in the examples. So we can have cockroach, we can have ants, we can have prawns. They all are coming under this group. Crabs, they are all coming under this group. So if I try to draw up insects, so they are having three body segment: head, thorax, abdomen. This two. Okay, this three. They are having antenna. This is called antenna. For sensation, clear, they are having antenna for sensation. They are having three paired or joined appendages, 1, 2, 3 for moving. I have drawn here an ant, maybe. Clear. Sometimes, for an example, in case of cockroach, grasshopper or in butterfly, they are having wings also. Isn't it? So, this is some of the characteristics of the insects or the animals that are coming under the group what? Arthropoda, the largest group among the invertebrates. So maximum of the animals are coming. Clear? This is all about the Arthropoda group. Next I will go to the Mollusca. So students, what you have to read? You have to read the characteristic features at least 3 and along with at least 3 examples. Clear? So you can give ant, you can give butterfly, you can give cockroach, you can give crab. These all are coming under the Arthropoda group. Centipede, millipedes, they are also coming under the arthropod group, having a large number of legs in them. Clear? Next we are coming to the Mollusca group. The Mollusca group animals are mainly, so I have deal here with the Arthropoda group. Next I am coming with the Mollusca group. I am going with the green so that you can differentiate. So Mollusca group mainly having soft bodied animals. The animals in this group are mainly having body very soft and their body is enclosed within a shell, within a tough shell or a hard shell to give them the protection. They mainly gives them the protection over here. Clear? So let me draw a shell over here. Shelled animal. For example, Here I have tried to draw one snail. They are also having tentacles for the sensation, but their body is unsegmented. They have unsegmented body. Their body is having no segmentation in it. There is no segmentation. They are having a specialized type of foot. Their foot is very muscular. That is called muscular foot. Clear? They are having also tentacles, but their body is very soft and covered with shell. So here if I say you chalk out some of the features of the mollusca, So here you can say that their body is covered with a shell. They are very soft bodied animals, so their body is covered with a shell. They are having muscular foot for locomotion and they are having segmented body. They are also having tentacles for the sensation. So what are the animals coming in this group? You can write example as slug, octopus. Else you can write snail, of course, that I have drawn for you. So here I said you three identifying characteristics of this group. Okay, and here I have also said you some of the examples. Very last but not the least, I will go ahead with the Echinodermata group lastly. Echinodermata group, it is very common to all of you. What is this? This is the starfish. Though my diagram is not so good here. Let me draw once again. So here, you all make an gaze. What is the figure I have drawn here? Yes, that is a marine animal. That is called starfish. This is called starfish. Their body is very spiny, having spines. Their body is very spiny. So one of the distinguishing feature is that their body is very spiny. Star-shaped body. Their body is star-shaped. Their body is star-shaped, spiny. And another important term is radially symmetrical. Radially symmetrical. Radially symmetrical. What does this mean? That means if I cut these animals from any point, I will get the exact halves. From anywhere, I am going to get the exact halves. From any point of view, I am going to get the exact halves. That is called the radial symmetry. Clear? So their body is radially symmetrical. They are marine animals. They are spiny and they are having a special type of foot called for locomotion. That is called the tube feet. Tube feet is found in this animals, whereas muscular feet or foot are found in mollusca and tube feet is common in starfish. Okay, or sea urchin is another animal that belong to this group. So here I have mainly explained the three group: Arthropoda, mollusca and Echinodermata. This mollusca is also octopus, is also marine. Okay, so see this Arthropoda, mollusca and Echinodermata, and here only your invertebrate portion is completed. Invertebrate groups we have all completed, the full one, the invertebrate groups. So in all the groups you have to read the identifying characteristics along with example. That is very important for you. See the diagram, refer to the diagram and then read, so it's become easy for you to read the chapter and to remember the identifying characteristics. Clear? Now, I would like to come to the vertebrate group. In the vertebrate group, we are having mostly 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are that 5? First is fishes. Second is amphibians. Third is reptiles. Fourth is aves. And the last is mammals. We belong to this one, this class. So what are the classes we are having over here? We are having the fishes, in which all the fish comes under these groups. The aquatic fishes, all the fishes comes in this group. Amphibians, frog, salamander. Okay, this all comes under the amphibians group. Reptiles, all the snakes, including the crocodile and snakes, all comes under this groups. Birds comes in aves group, all the birds. And mammals, we human beings, we human beings, cat, dog, cow, this all are coming under this mammals group. So see dear students, you don't have to go in details with the vertebrate. It is not there in your book. So you will go only with the 5 that I have said. The basic things that the 5 classes under these vertebrates are fishes, amphibians, or the groups. Rather you can write also groups for you. The groups under vertebrates are fishes, amphibians, reptiles, abyss, and mammals. Okay, just talk about some of the basic characteristics of the vertebrate group. All of them are having, I'm rubbing this one. All of them are having a backbone. All of them general characteristics of vertebrates. Under this you can write what are the general characteristics of the vertebrates. Under this you can write all of them are having backbone. All of them are having body covering, either body covering. All of them are having, whether it can be feather, it can be hairs, it can be scales. All of them are having some body covering. Clear? They have well developed circulatory system. Okay, they are having a gut inside them. So they are having locomotory organs for locomotions. Clear? And they give birth to the young ones. That means they perform reproduction. So reproduction is also one of the important characteristics of these animals. So all animals do that. It's not like that. They are having a gut, hollow gut, all of them. So these are some of the basic characters that are coming under all these groups. You don't have to read the vertebrate in detail. In your syllabus, you are having invertebrates in detail. Go with that. And some of the basic characteristics of the general basic characteristics of the vertebrates that you have to read. As from the name fishes, you can understand this habitat. You can read they are aquatic, amphibians, both aquatic, terrestrial. From the reptiles, some are terrestrial, maximum are aquatic. That is also abyss, and mammals. These two are entirely terrestrial. Entirely. And having some basic similarities also. Some similarities are there. Okay, that you are going to read in the higher classes. Clear, students? So up to this much, go with that. Go line by line, go slowly. Again, I am telling you. Okay. And if you are having any queries regarding this chapter, we will again have discussion in that in the Google Meet class. And go ahead with the question answering portion. Clear? Till then, be safe. Continue your studies. Bye. Move.